Today we are doing the Holwell Gorge Falls. I've got Matilda, Evie, Jacob and Kobe. We'll see how we go. There's 3 falls on this track. I've done the track before. We're aiming to get to the first and the second fall. The start of the walk's quite open and it's a really good track.
Mommy. No.
And 5 minutes into the walk, we've just come to our first little bridge crossing, which is pretty cool, something the kids would like. Check out this fungi, kids. Look at
Wow.
it. It's big.
How's that?
The track on the other side of the bridge gets a little bit narrower, but it's still really nice and easy to follow at this point. It's very scenic in here. I really like it. So 15 minutes into our walk and we have reached the first waterfall. The girls have kept going, so they're going to have to turn around and come and have a look. So this is the first waterfall on the Holwell Gorge track. What do you reckon? Good? Matilda, what do you think?
Cool.
And just another view of the first falls on the top. Now moving on to the middle falls. It says about 50 minutes one way. Top falls an hour and 15 one way. Experienced walkers only. We're doing some creek crossings. I've done this track before. We'll have a look when we get there. So the track's getting a little bit thicker. So we just come across this little fall. Up through the trees there we can see another fall. I don't know if that's our second fall because I think that last time I stayed over the other side for longer. So we'll see how we go this side. So we were definitely not on the newer track, so we're tracking back now and we're going to go up another way that we saw and see if we can get to the middle falls that way. This bit's a little bit steep. You're right, Evie. Still trying to find the track. So we've found the creek again, so that's good. Kids aren't happy at all. Jacob's alright though. So I feel like this might have been the more appropriate track to take, seeing as though it actually looks like a track. We might have one more go and see if we can find this second falls.
Wait, so did we discover?
Say, Evie? So we've come to our first little sign that tells us to go down into the creek and cross and do a little bypass that way because there's been a landslip that way. This track has a few obstacles of just different trees down. It's actually quite easy for little kids because they can climb under. A bit harder for the bigger kids. And another casual obstacle. bit of an idea of what the track's like as we're getting closer to the middle fall. Just a bit of a zoom around. And we've just come to the track pointing down to the middle falls is down here, so we've made it. We've got a few upset children, but we're going to see it soon, so we'll give you a look. And we have made it to the middle falls. So we'll take you up closer and get a better picture. And we're now just on our way back to the car. Just one of our little side passes, just to give you an idea of what the water's like at the moment in winter to cross. Just a little bit more of a track on our way out. These little climbing things. So heading up there. A little bit more of the track. This is a little bit muddy through here. A little bit or a lot?
A lot.
So this is the creek crossing. It's just to bypass the landslide.
I did not cross that.
You didn't cross it?
Yep.
We are. You'll be okay. So we've just made it back to the car park. All in all, it was a pretty good track. We'll have a look here. We walked for 3 hours and 20 minutes. Kids did 7.43 kilometres. The whole track was good. We only went the wrong way shortly after the first fall, and then again on the way back before we got back to the first fall. So something to be mindful of. Other than that, it's worth doing with the kids.